and took certain spots of different videos, because the mainstream media Satan will use to completely destroy the public view of what it means to be a true man of God and a true follower of Christ. And we are going to be persecuted like you have no idea. We are going to be shot dead. We are going to be murdered for this in the years to come. The more the Antichrist moves, the worse it's going to get. And what you guys are going to start to see is you're going to see Oprah and the mainstream media doing all vampire and witchcraft and Halloween stuff and occultic things. And the devil's trying to bring this into the norm. The devil's trying to make you think that the New Age movement is the new religion of the New World Order. Notice it's all pretty much got the word new. You know why? Because they've made you think through TV that having a new car or the newest TV or a new camera is what you need, is the nicest one to have. But there's nothing new under the sun, people. And Jesus Christ rules the sun, rules the world. There's nothing new under the sun. The God we have is the same today, yesterday, forevermore, and he's never going to change. And the devil has disconnected you from him. And this is all intentional. It's so precisely done. You people that think the government and the media are just a bunch of bumbling idiots walking around without design, you are idiots. You are complete. You have been tricked by them. You have been tricked by them. And it's a shame, because when every show on TV is a vampire or a witch or Hannibal or a person's guts getting ripped out, or things that are making you get demons and have nightmares of demons and all this stuff, and you don't notice it, you're blind. You're blind. And there's people that were once people that had a shot that are just completely been deluded by the devil. And you're not worthy of Christ if you die in this fashion. If you're chosen, God will pull you out of this garbage. If you're called and you don't pick up the phone, you're not worthy. If you're called and you pick up the phone, you were chosen anyway. Everyone's really chosen who comes to serve the Son. You cannot believe in Jesus Christ and make it to other people like there's more than one way. If you truly have the Spirit of Jesus Christ living in you, you would never tell somebody that there's more than one way, that they could pick their own way.
One of the mistakes that human beings make is believing that there is only one way to live, and that we don't accept that there are diverse ways of being in the world, that there are millions of ways to be a human being, and many ways, many paths to what you call God. And her path might be something else, and when she gets there, she might call it the light. But her loving and her kindness and her generosity brings her, if it brings her to the same point that it brings you, it doesn't matter whether she called it God along the way or not.
Heaven and earth, and you know you're not, unless you're the one that controls heaven and earth, like Jesus, what business do you have deciding what God you serve? What heaven are you trying to go to? Oprah Winfrey has groomed mothers all over the world, housewives all over the world, and the more you watched her, the dumber you are. But yet, I remember coming home many days as a child and taking my lessons from Oprah Winfrey. Because my mother would watch Oprah Winfrey and warn me of what she was teaching and all the lies that she was teaching. And I didn't pay attention then, and I thank God I never paid attention to Oprah Winfrey, and that I always knew everyone was full of it on this earth. Because devil. And I've seen the demons behind it firsthand in the spirit realm. I know exactly who's behind it. Deepak Chopra is the guy's name. And when I started to come to Christ like clockwork, somebody tried to come up to me that the devil sent to try to get me to start on this guy's doctrine so they could drag me away from Christ. But thank God, God gave me enough wisdom to stay off this stuff. Because they make it sound really nice. They make it sound like they're liberating you with what they're saying. When Jesus' word binds you to hardship and binds you to Christ, and it doesn't matter what benefit you're going to get out of it, you're in union with the one and only God, you're at peace, but you have hardship. These people are trying to give you all of it, like the devil normally does, tries to just give you everything all at once and make you weak. That makes you weak. When you get spiritual power easy, it's from the devil. When you get things easy, it makes you weak, and you're none of Christ. You need to be strong to be of Christ. I don't know what more I can say about Oprah. I told you she was chosen by Satan from the beginning. This was all planned from the beginning by Lucifer. I don't even like to call him Lucifer anymore, because that's not even his name anymore. When he fell, he became Satan, because he's the adversary. The word Satan means adversary. He's the enemy. And he's deceived many, just like the Bible says, and I'm going to leave it at that. If you watch Oprah Winfrey, you're going to hell. If you yield to her doctrine, you're going to hell unless Christ finds you and saves you. Okay? That's all I have to say. Thanks, guys.